All right. Good afternoon, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. This is the host CB, and I hope you guys have had a wonderful week. As you know, this is Saints versus Titan game week, so I hope you guys are ready for the opening of the NFL season 2023. I'm definitely excited, man. It's a lot that's going to be going down this week. Um, and another thing that's very special, man, my twin brother is a Tennessee Titan fan, so this is definitely a special game week to be going back and forth with. Now, with that being said, he will not be on the show today, but we will. We're going to New Orleans tomorrow night, so we're going to do a show Saturday, Saturday afternoon, probably early afternoon, before we hit. If I show him around Bourbon and show him how New Orleans get down. Um, gonna do a special guest show, and he'll be repping the Tennessee Titans, and then I'll pick his brain, see how he feeling about his Titans, and what's his keys to victory, such and such. Then we go back and forth a little bit. So that'll be the rundown with him. As far as tonight, just want to break down the matchup in general. And shout out to Uptown. He should be coming in a few minutes. But before we get started, before I give a rundown of the show, let's go ahead and get to the comment section. I see Elite Goods in the building. Elite, what's good with you? I see the OG Jerry in the building. Jerry said Elite, giving you a shout out, Elite. Shout out to you. Trav 504 in the building said, "Who that everybody? Who that to you?" Brandon McGowan said, "It's Vader time, victory time. Who that?" Hopefully, fam. We got the recipe. We got the recipe, fam. And shout out to the OG again. He said, "Don't forget the WDN United presented by Big Q." Oh yeah, shout out to Big Q, man. I see what he got going on over there with Dolph and Hoodie. Definitely looking forward to getting some work in with Big Q a little bit down the road. But yeah, shout out to Big Q and company. Definitely wanted to hit up a round table with Big Q, TJ, Hoodie, and Dolph. We can still get that in the works. Maybe not week one, maybe early next week. But shout out to those guys, man. Definitely great Saints content creators, and it can't get no better than that. So basically, how the rundown of the show is going to be for the ones that's been following the podcast, y'all know how we get down with the preview shows. So how we're gonna break it down? We're gonna do our offense versus their defense, and then our defense versus their offense. And then we'll open the phone lines up. The phone lines will be open. So you guys please call in. Um, I'm gonna chop it up, get you guys score prediction, and then either me and Uptown. If Uptown gets on, we will give our score predictions, and then that will wrap the show up. And also concluding this show later on, it'll be before the Kansas City game. I will be live streaming on Madden. You guys know how I get down in Madden. I love Madden, so you guys please tune in, man. Come chop it up with your boy. And let's have a good time before we see the opening game tonight. One more comment before we get started. Jerry said Nola Bros is 615, Hoodie Jube at 8, keeping it real at 905 tonight. Yes, sir, fam. We got a lineup going on, so definitely looking excited to tuning in with those guys, along with watching the ball game tonight. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. Let's see. So what we're gonna get started with our defense versus their offense, because I think coming into this game, me personally, I believe the game is going to be determined on how good our defense plays. I really believe that, and honestly, I'm gonna bring up some of the numbers from last season. The Tennessee Titans on their defense. When we get to that side of the ball, I was shocked to see that they had a exceptional run defense. I believe it's a top three. I'll look at it again once I open it up. But yeah, the run defense was exceptional. But We're going, like I said, I'm gonna start on the offense. I think this is going to be the determining factor. If we can slow down our offense, we shouldn't have anything to worry about because I believe our dogs on the offensive side is gonna get it done. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up some numbers, some offensive numbers for the Titans last season. Gonna start with their scoring offense. Their scoring offense was 28th in the league, 17.5. Excuse me. And by saying that, let's go back a little bit. For the ones that's really tuned in with everybody in the league. After week 10, the Tennessee Titans was 7-3. So they was really balling, after week 10, over half of the season they was balling. And then Ryan Tannehill went down. And then the rookie, what's the young boy name? He stepped in and the team didn't finish out well at all. I think they lost about 5-6 straight. But yeah, they definitely didn't win the division and missed the postseason. So with that being said, regardless of what may be going down, this team is a formidable ball club. And let's not forget that we also lost against this team a couple years back. I think 2 years ago. We went out there to Nashville. Okay, I see I got Uptown in the building. Right in time, fam. About to get started. OG, what's good with you, fam? Can you hear me, Uptown? Okay, I think Uptown getting things situated. But if you hear me, Uptown, what we're gonna start on, our defense versus their offense. 'Cause like I just said, I believe um, us going up against their offense, that's going to be the determining factor of this ball game. And let me start out with the stats again. Let me go back. I said our offense was 28th in the league, 17.5 points per game. That's how much they was averaging, near bottom of the league. Now, I don't know what they was when they was, 7-3. I don't know. Okay, let's go to their passing offense. Their passing offense was 30th in the league. So that's near the bottom. They was well over the bottom half of the league. Then we go to the rushing part of their offense. 13th in the league with 125.4 yards per game. Now, I believe Derrick Henry was out a couple weeks. Yeah, Derrick Henry, he was out for a few games. And if Derrick Henry wasn't have been out, I believe he would have been the rushing champ. But we'll get to him in a minute. But still 13th in the league. That's the top half of the league in the rushing. Their total offensive yards was 30th in the league, 296.8 yards a game. That didn't reach 300 yards. Okay, so that's it for their offense. So basically, as far as their offense as a whole, they was near the bottom half of the league, in all their categories. But let's get to the rushing part of it. We already know. Let's just start with Derrick Henry. Before Derrick Henry, not before he went down, but regardless of all the games that he missed, he had 349 attempts for 1,538 yards, 13 TDs. So he had 1,538 yards, 13 TDs, and he didn't even play all 17 games. Like I said, I think that was the determining factor. That's why your boy in Las Vegas, Josh Jacobs won. That was only due to Derrick Henry being nicked up for a few games. So Derrick Henry, let's be honest, the way he's been running the way he's been running the right, he could have been nearing 2,000 yards. So we got to keep that in mind. I see a comment by Brandon said, shut down the running game, make Tannehill throw it. Burks is their only threat, and Sean can lock him up. I'm going to get back to that comment, fam, but you do know they do have D-Hop over there. And I will get on Traylon Burks in a few seconds. But, okay, I think Uptown got some technical difficulties. But let's see. Uptown.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you, fam. What's good with you?
Not much, man. Just waiting. It's exciting. We're only a few days away now.
Oh yeah, fam. Definitely excited. Like I said earlier, B he gonna be on when we get down to New Orleans. We're gonna do another show. He gonna be on, so I'm gonna make sure you get on for that if you're available. He wasn't able to get on today, but I want to bring him on. Just to see what type of thoughts he thinking about his boys. So yeah, I'm gonna give you the details on that.
You talking about old Brad?
Yeah.
What's up, B? I know you're listening.
But yeah, what I started getting into was our defense against their offense, because I believe that's gonna be the determining factor of this ball game. If we can shut down the offense, I think we'll be fine. But I just brought up their rankings from last year, and then I started with Derrick Henry. So do you wanna go in the detail about their offense?
I think when it comes down to it, man, the most important people in this particular game is going to be our defensive line and their ability to stop the rush, whether it's Derrick Henry or, hey, New Orleans, we got somebody, a familiar little friend. And those are the things I don't like sometimes, because it seems like when you play people that went to college in this state, they always seem like they have a big game against us or whatever. We cannot let Ty J. Spears run all over us. That's not what's up. And we got to stop Derrick Henry. And I think if we can do that, our chances increase exponentially. Although I think D Hop is a great wide receiver, I don't think he's the dude that he was a couple of years. I really don't. That's not to suggest that I think that he's garbage or anything or trash. I'm just saying that he's not the same player that we saw, way back when we played him in the Superdome that time when he was playing for Houston and they had Deshaun Watson and all that. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
You understand? We won that game, but he acted fool that game. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that that's the same D-Hop that we're going to see this Sunday. He's still a savvy veteran, so you got to take that into account. And from what I've been able to see lately is that they say that Marshawn is not going to travel with him. So wherever
dangerous.
Wherever he's go, he going to be matched up with whoever he's around. The only thing is that I'm concerned about the most is if he end up in the slot against against Alante. Because this is his first game really playing in that slot like that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the only thing that really, really worries me in terms of that. I was told, I've seen on a very, very, reputable Saints website, they said that Marshawn Lattimore will not be traveling with D-Hop.
They don't need to do that, fam.
Yeah.
I think they need to let him travel. If that's what the plan gonna be, man, I think you're taking a huge gamble. We really don't know what type of D-Hop. I mean, and let's note, he did play in that Cardinals game. He was coming off a 6-game suspension last year, and Alante held his own against him. but that wasn't from the slot position. You know, it's gonna be a little different. He was on the outside with him, so like you said, yeah, that'll be concerning because they're gonna try to pick up the. Not saying that's the weakest link. Alante gonna be the weakest link. We just hadn't seen enough of Alante, and teams know that that's fresh meat right there at that position. So they're gonna try to attack it, and they're gonna try to put. They're gonna move D Hop around. They're not gonna just leave him on Marshawn. They're gonna move him around, try to get mismatches, and hopefully Alante ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too.
Like you said with the run game definitely. We already know about Henry, so our D line definitely got to be on deck. As far as the type of defense we're gonna be running, I believe we're gonna be in a 4-3 base. A lot in this game because I base this. Having that extra DB kind of like a 4-2-6, but you giving the ball to D Henry like that, you gotta be in a in the 4-3 a lot of the time. So I am looking forward to seeing Jalen Smith. They need to bring him up because he's an exceptional tackler, run stopper. So I believe him being paired up with our two dogs in Mario and Pete Warner, that can help. You're gonna need bodies. I mean, we know Derrick Henry a bulldozer, so you're gonna need bodies for him.
Regardless of what you say, Ed, I see what you say there, bro. You understand? If you haven't listened to Dennis Allen recently or whatever, but if you don't know what's up yet, that's not going to happen. You understand? Unless, we unfortunately have an injury or something at the outside spot. That's not going to happen.
And just another note, man, Tajay Spears was looking exceptionally well in the preseason.
Yeah.
He was looking exceptionally well.
That's what I'm saying, that we're going to have to, make a concerted effort, to stop him too. And it just don't be, Derrick Henry. You got to stop him too. You can't let him make his day.
Right.
You can't let him go.
Okay, let's pull up a depth chart. We're gonna look at this depth chart right quick. Let's see. Cause B, man, I wish he was on today, but he gonna have his time on here. He swore up and down this guy right here, Traylon Burks, was a dog. And just pulling up his stats, the 2022 season, this guy had 33 receptions for 444 yards.
Yeah, he missed some time due to injury, man, and he missed some time due to injury because he didn't arrive at training camp in the best of shape. As a matter of fact, when Traylon Burks came to training camp, he wasn't even able to finish the conditioning drill. You understand? They had big linemen. Then think about this, right? Everybody's given pretty much the same conditioning drill, and as a rookie wide receiver, he felt. As a matter of fact, he was so bad that he had to go. He had to go in the locker room as if he was injured or something. You know what I'm saying? So when you got somebody like that that's not even that dedicated, towards, what he has to do as a pro, and he fell in the conditioning drills and stuff like that. That makes you really think about that kind of player. But I'm not going to really hold that too much against him. I'm just telling you, the kind of player that he was and stuff. So if that's what Brad doing. You know what I'm saying? You need to cut that out, Brad. Because if you didn't know that, bro, that's a damn shame.
He swear this man is about to be he might. Now just really looking at the games, the games that he was playing in.
But I must say this too, CB. I did like him in college. If I'm not mistaken, I think he played for Arkansas in college. I watched him in college. I thought that he was a good player. Coming out. He was taken number one. He's the number one draft choice.
Okay. Well, let's just look a little bit more at this depth chart right quick on the offensive side. See as we missing it. As far as how they gonna attack us, I mean, yeah, they're gonna give everybody know. They know that we're gonna be prepared for Derrick Henry, so they're gonna try to do some play action.
Man, what we have to do is manage for it. In this game, more so than probably any game on our season, we must control the line of scrimmage, man. Our big dudes up front defensively, they gotta control the line of scrimmage. Man, we're playing really a ragtag offensive line. Only one of their linemen and stuff is returning from last season. Right. The one that's returning from last season, he's switching positions. The line that we got, man, going on right now, brother, is you know what I'm saying? It's patchwork at best. And, we got to be able to disrupt this line, man, especially right now, because maybe they're better once they got some cohesiveness about them and some chemistry. But we catching them early. You know what I'm saying? So let's make it happen, man. The defensive line, if they're going to show that they're better against the run, this is the perfect team, the perfect opportunity to score. This is what we bought those big dudes and stuff in for. You understand? This is the game that they really need to eat on, right?
Yeah, because they offensive line, I'm just looking at it right here, like, I don't see nothing too threatening like that. I don't even know who is the returning line.
Bro, if we was to take it, I already know, man, because I heard they locked on podcasts already. You know what I'm saying? None of these dudes, like I say, 4 of the dudes and stuff is brand new to the team. Brand new. And one of the dudes that's on the offensive line, he's a member. I mean, he was on the offensive line last season, but they brought him back, but they changed his position. I think they changed him from a tackle to a guard or something like that. You understand? So if our defensive line can't feast on this, man, then what the hell can they feast on? Because if we can take and make these people one-dimensional, man, take away that running game, whether it be Tajay Spears or whether it be Derrick Henry, we'll be in the perfect opportunity, in the perfect position, man, to tee off, man, on Tanny here. Because you gotta know that their chemistry ain't even together when it comes down to, pass protection right now. They probably would be, further, along in the season, CB, but not right now. Our defensive line, man, got to be the best position to move on the field, son.
As far as that play action, we already know Cam gonna be ready for that. They're gonna try to fool us a little bit. They know, like I said, they know that everybody gonna be all hands on deck for Derrick Henry, and they still gonna give him the ball, but they're gonna try to fool us on that play action. So just hopefully we can get to Tannehill, get them off guard. The defensive line, they gotta be the driving force of this game.
See, if they're not running the football successfully, then play action is it's kind of null and void. They got to set that up by running the football successfully. If we can stop them from running the football, you understand, make them one-dimensional, we got them. And that's really a collective effort. But since we're talking about the defense right now, it's very essential that we stop the run. I think that we can hold up our own, pretty much in the defensive backfield that it came down to. Which it should come down to that anyway. Because if we can stop the run, then we can put some heat on these people. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing that has to happen. The defensive line's got to be the de facto stars of the game. And we'll talk about the rest of the stuff when we get to the offensive side of the ball. But we can't allow, they got D-Hop, they got Traylon Burks, they got Derrick Henry, they got Tajay Spears.
Right.
You understand? That's pretty much all their weapons. But we can't really allow no X factor and stuff to become, prominent in this game because that could get you beat. You know what I'm saying? So we got to know where everybody at. Put a hat on the hat or whatever. You understand? And play very disciplined too, man, within what we doing too. We having all the damn penalties and all that.
Facts. Okay, so that basically wraps it up for our defense versus their offense. Now let's get on our offense versus their defense. I want to read some stats. What they 2022 stats concluded on for their defense. Their scoring defense, 15th in the league with 21.1. So that's a solid overall scoring defense. That's pretty solid. Their passing defense, listen to this. Their passing defense, Uptown, dead last in the league. Dead last in the league. And there's a few guys. Just name one. Sean Monty Bunton. I forgot how you say the dude's name.
Sean Murphy Bunton.
Yeah.
We know about him.
Yeah. We already know what time it is with him. But yeah, they picked him up this offseason. But yeah, the passing was 32nd in the whole league. That guys was there, they just couldn't get it done. Their rush defense was first in the league. They only allowed 76.9 rushing yards a game. So that means that they're up front, led by Jeffrey Simmons. It's a solid interior front. So we got to be on the lookout for that. Their total yards, 23rd in the league. So it was the bottom half of their defense as a whole was ranked bottom half. So the only thing that positive that you can take away from Tennessee as far as their defense last year, that they had exceptional run defense. And I'm pretty sure they didn't move none of those pieces in the interior. Pretty much the guys that they have. Let's bring up the depth chart again. Let's see, pretty much the guys from last year. Let's go down to the defense. Let's see, I do believe they had Bud Dupree last year, but we know Jeffrey Simmons, this guy is definitely one of the top defensive linemen in the league. Had 7.5 sacks last year, and this is a defensive tackle. So let's see. I believe he's going to be lined up on the left guard position because that's our weakest link on the offensive line. Is that left guard position. So I think they know that, and they're going to try to have it right there. So I don't even know who's going to be starting. Is it James Hurst or Andrews Pete?
James Hurst is starting.
James Hurst is starting. So James Hurst, he got a huge task this week. Huge task.
Yeah, he does, but I think that I would like in the backing, I would give him more of an edge on that because rather than if we had Andrews Pete there, and that's only because of the fact that I ain't saying that James Hurst played the best, tackle, but he looked better at playing tackle than what we seen Andrews Pete try to do before. And I think that he can move his feet a lot better. Even in the interior, a lot better than Andrew's feet. And that was all. And I'm only saying that he would have to edge really in pass protection. But as far as like running the football, um, I think Andrew Speed is a tremendous running blocker. I always did thought that he was.
Right.
I don't know if he's gonna have the same effect, as far as running the football that we had when it came down to Andrew Speed. But I think that ain't the only two things that really that play the factor in him being. I think the fact that the team feel that they can rely upon James Hurts more so than Andrew People. Because the key of it all is that when you get cats like that, especially on the offensive line, you want to try and build up some cohesion and some chemistry. And if the dudes, keep getting injured and stuff every year, and that brings up the chemistry and stuff, and then you got to, put other people and stuff plugged in and all that kind of stuff, the problem. But not saying that, what your record is your record. You know that. But a lot of, our woes and stuff last season was the fact that we simply, did not play with the offensive line that we were supposed to have, all throughout the whole season. We never had our starting offensive line all together, man for man. And I think that the key to this is to try and get some chemistry and stuff good from here, so they can have some kind of cohesion. Now, this gonna be a tough task, man, especially running the ball in this season. It ain't so bad too when it comes down to them getting after the quarterback either. They ain't really garbage at that. They ain't the best, but they ain't the worst either. You know what I'm saying? So, that's pretty interesting, in general. So, I think that we're gonna have to attack him limited, running the football, because I think that most of the stout up the middle. And this is probably one of the games too that we're gonna have to let it fly, and see how successful and stuff we can be in that. Give them a lot of their paper cuts, that eventually hurt, at the end of the game. But we shouldn't be, so, out of pocket and stuff with that, man. We need to be calculating the kind of, stuff that we do to this team, even though this team, by all intents and purposes, should struggle, especially early in the season. So we just got to be patient with what we do. If we have the opportunities and stuff, to run the ball up the middle, be successful, we have to do that. We have to execute. We have to, play with some focus. We have to play smart. I don't want us to be getting no penalties, no holding penalties and stuff that's going to cripple, our offense and all that. You understand? That's just what you have to do, man. I ain't gonna say that this game, whether however we win this, whether we win this game or whether we lose this game. I'm not gonna be so quick to, draw any kind of assertions on the team. But this is the game that I think that the team themselves, they should be wanting to make this game. I figure that the Saints team should be wanting to make this game. What more can you do? I mean, last year you didn't look good against the run. You're going up against, a guy who has been by far, over the last few seasons, one of the better running backs and stuff in this league. You also going to be playing up against somebody who is a potential, up and coming, great running back and stuff in this league, and Tajay Spears. Show the world that, hey, look, we still the Saints, still can stop the run. That's what we was known for. That was one of our things. get back into that prominence, especially when it comes down to stopping the run. It's a perfect game for us, CB.
Yeah, I agree with you on everything, fam. Just streaming up their depth chart. Just looking at some pieces. I see they brought in Arden Key. I think he played for the Jazz last year, LSU guy. So they brought in a few extra pieces on their defense. But yeah, like you said, as far as that left guard position, they definitely got to hold it down. They got to get Derek for some time, and they gonna try to get pressure on Carr, starting with Jeffrey Simmons. So if the offensive line can get some good timing for Derek Carr to get things off, you know that'll be good. But with that being said, hopefully, you know he's not back there holding on to the football, which I don't believe he's gonna be doing that. As far as that pass defense. Like I said, their pass defense was ranked 32nd, so they're not good against the pass. Adding Murphy Bunting, that's not about to help them at all. So, I mean, we know about Kevin Bayard. I'm pretty sure he didn't have anything to do with, you know, not too much to do with their unsuccess in the pass game. But yeah, as far as like they corners and stuff, I mean, we should be good. We just gotta give Derek Carr a little bit of time to get the ball off. But with that being said, regardless of how they run defense was, we still need to, you know, try to run the ball as well. Hopefully Pete doesn't go out there just trying to sling the ball every single time. We still need to run the football, utilize Taysom. We don't have AK, so you need to be utilizing Taysom. And Kendre Miller, it's looking like he's not going to be playing. It's looking like he's not going to be playing either. So we got to utilize Taysom along with Jamal Williams and whoever else is going to be getting, you know, some rep at the running back position.
Tony Pollard Jr. Those kind of cats. And this cat you got on the screen right here is very good. That safety, you know, even though they got a gorgeous pass defense, that safety is good. You know what I'm saying? And you were right about everything. Like I say, we need to, you know, take our chances and stuff sometimes to run up the middle, you know, where they big uglies at. But we need to try and work the perimeter. And this is one of those games and stuff where we need to slay it. We need to slay it good. You know what I'm saying? We need to, when it's all said and done, it's, you know, this stat chart, this box scores could be something like, you know, like some 300 or something or whatever. You understand? Or maybe something a little under 300. You know, maybe 2 touchdowns or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and hopefully and stuff, you know, we can create, you know, enough turnovers and stuff that put us in good positions and stuff like that. Give us good positions. I mean, you know, the imperative, like I say, is a must. And everybody listening to me, right? So if this, you know, somehow with doesn't occur, just remember I said, right? Our defensive line must control the line of scrimmage. It's most so imperative in this game than any other game. Perfect opportunity. I told you they you know, the whole offensive line and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's new. They got new people and stuff, you know, all on the offensive line. Although they may have looked a certain way, you know, during, you know, preseason, it's the real season, the real bullets is flying. We must take advantage of that. If we don't take advantage of that, we may find ourselves in a real bad situation at the end after it's all said and done. You know, take care of the football. That plagued us last season. I think we ended up last season when it was all said and done, we was some shit like -11, which is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Take care of the football. Capitalize on our opportunities, man, when we can get turnovers, because There was far too many plays last season when we got our hands on the ball defensively, and we didn't come down. We didn't come down with the interception, or we missed, various opportunities and stuff, so we can get turnovers that could have swayed the outcome of a lot of games last season. So I hope they're coming in there with that mind state. I've heard Dennis Allen speak. He speaks very positive of the team. He said the team is in better shape and better condition, and he knows more about the team and he knows more about coaching. This team this season and what he knew last season. He needs to be right because if he's not right, it can be very detrimental to him and his assistant coaches.
Facts.
Let's see what's going on. Let's get it or whatever. So, what we got going on here, CB? Is this the part where we get to take 2 calls in them?
Yeah, I'm putting the link in the comment section. You guys please call in.
Let me give
us your thoughts. Who that nation? It's week 1. It's week 1. It's time to get excited. Game week.
Okay, shout out to Elite Good. Shout out to Jerry. Shout out to Crab 504. What's good?
Let's read a few comments before we get somebody.
Shout out to RG Scott. What's good, my man? Shout out to James Smart. What's going on, James? What's up, Teddy? What's going on, bro? What's up, Ted? Shout out to Daryl. That's right. You understand? So, yeah, you can read off some comments if you like, TV. Let's do it. Let's see what they're talking about.
And just another reminder, we just put the link to the comment. We just put the phone link in the comment section, so you guys please click on the link, call in, give us your thoughts about the upcoming matchup along with your score prediction. I forgot about this whole situation, Uptown. What's your thoughts on the Jake Haynes situation? RG said, who that was good? Oh, by the way, what in the absolute hell could Haynes get caught in some paired bulls? Shaking my head. So what's your thoughts, Uptown, on the Jake Haynes situation? You think it was something just, unknowingly, or do you think a few cats were saying that, they think he was trying to get that backup position, quarterback position? I don't know who he was taking, but what's your thoughts on that?
I can tell you this, though, like, it's all weird. The timing of it is just really, really weird because, that throws a little shade on it. You just, try to compete, to get the backup quarterback position. Maybe the kid is kind of desperate, man, getting the best thing he can get, trying to see if he can, provide him an advantage. Or maybe he just took something that he was unaware of, but I hate to say this, man. I don't really, in these days and ages, man, when they know how aggressive the NFL is about, checking for performance enhancement drugs. I think Jake is dirty, bro, right now. You understand? I think you're dirty, bro. I really didn't want to think that about you, but you do seem like somebody that's really, really desperate to be successful. And look, ain't nothing really wrong with that, but you can't be breaking the rules, man. Putting the substance of yourself in the body. If I'm wrong, I hope that that the correct story, will eventually get out, to people. But the way I'm feeling right now, CB, I think he's a little good. I think he's a little good.
Yeah, I agree with what you said, fam.
I think he went overboard trying to get over there. Thinking, back in I guess achieve what he wants to achieve, as a football player, but you can't do it like that, man. I think you will very go paint you to say that I think you need to I think you just got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. You know what I'm saying? Stop sticking your hand in the cookie jar. Ask people for cookies. Ask people for cookies. You can't do it. You know, you learn that as a rookie. That's the way I feel about it on TV.
Okay, fam.
I say,
I see what we got.
I say that with the most trepidation I could, man. You know, I don't really want to say that, but just the people.
Facts. Well, I see we got some callers lined up, so let's just go ahead and get started with the callers. We're gonna start with Brandon McGowan.
What's going on, Brandon?
BG, what's good with you, fam?
What's up, bro?
What's up, y'all? What's up?
What's up, bro? What you got?
Got a good Thursday to y'all.
What you got, my man?
Oh man. Oh yeah. Game time is Vader time. The black is Vader, baby.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna start with our defense. Like I said, we got some new guys right there in the middle. We got Saunders and we got what's the other guy that started next to him? The one that came from the Jets. Yeah, I want to see what can they do in the middle, you know, to show the violent scrimmage when it comes to containing Henry and Spears. And we know what we got with outside with Jordan and I think Granderson would start outside with him, right?
You said Granderson on the out? Yeah, that's what we coming with,
You hear me?
fam.
Yeah, we come with Granderson.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Sterling, it's gonna be Shepard, and it's gonna be Cam Jordan. You know, and then we go to certain people.
Yeah, I like that's the part I can't wait to see what the defense might see what we can do. I think y'all said Tennessee has zero starting retirement zero starting offensive line returning, right?
So they got one returning, and the one that's returning, they switched his position.
Okay. Yeah, I know one of them had retired or he went to another team. So with that being said, I don't know what to expect from the offensive line from Tennessee, but we know what Tannehill can do and what he can't do. Cause he has some pretty good games against us the last 2 years that when Henry didn't play. So our defensive line got work cut out for him this Sunday. Cause the unknown about the offensive line, I don't know what to expect from, but like you said, if the defense controls the line of scrimmage and then get off the field in 3 plays or less, I said we have a shot and then flip it and change the field position. So we got to shut them down, especially Burks and Hopkins. I forgot D Hop had signed with them, and like he forced Tannehill to throw. I said he can force to make some mistakes, right? Like we saw with Cincinnati in the playoff game years ago. Tannehill, he's not clutch. Like he'll give you a few shots because I know our secondary we're gonna feast on him. We're gonna get some interceptions. Hopefully, Lattimore and Taylor is up to the task to slow down Hop and Burks. Because Burks from Microsoft, I saw what he did in the SEC with what he did with KJ Jefferson. Like that man can ball. So, like I said, if we control the line of scrimmage, shut the offense down, get good field position, and then we give Carr easy shots close to the end zone. We got no points like it. And if we jump out on them early, we know how dominant both our lines can do to wear and shut down their opposing line, and then we'll dominate when the game's easy.
Yes, indeed.
I hope we see another good Saints domination.
So what's your you got a score prediction, Brandon, before you leave?
Okay. Yeah, I believe we can put up 31 points. Cause like this is Derek Carr's first start with us. Now, so we could easily put up some points on them. So we'll put up 31. But the Titans, since they got improved on the with some running backs, I said they might be good to score at least 24. So it's gonna be a close game because like it's gonna be like it's everything is unexpected with Tennessee, especially with us. So we can win this game.
Okay.
31-24 the Saints.
31-24.
All right, fam.
31-24 Saints.
All right, fam. Appreciate you coming through, man. You have a good night.
Anytime.
Who that?
All right. Who that? It's better time.
Yeah. Who's next?
Shout out
Get
to
it. Let's
Brandon
get it.
McDowell.
That's exciting.
Okay, now we got the OG in the building. Jared, what's good?
What's good, man?
What's CB? What's up, Uptown?
What's going on, fam?
Oh man, ready for Sunday, bro. The wait is over. Let's go. And hey, Uptown. In the words from you, I'll say it best on here. 1, 2, 1, 2. And I say, who that nation? You are now rocking with the best. The WDN Chatline's in full effect, y'all. Let's get it.
Big facts, fam.
Let's go.
So what you most looking forward to this Sunday, though, Julie? What you looking forward to most?
Oh man, waiting to see what this new look offense look like with Derek Carr at center. See what Jamal Williams can do out there in the return to Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, the return to Jimmy Graham, this new look offensive line, everything. I'm looking for everything on the offensive side so they can stop these Titans on the defensive side, because we already know when it comes to the New Orleans Saints offense, it's on. It's going to be on like neck balls, bruh. You already know. But what I'm looking at, I had to shout out to my guy Brandon, and he said it best, and I'll say it in my tape. All the defense got to do, if they keep their right mindset, Uptown, they got to stop the man that loves to run crazy. Of course, I'm talking about Derrick Henry, or as King Henry, as they call him. They got to do everything to stop this guy, because we already know he is the mastermind of that stiff arm. But looks like if the defense stays on his ass, I don't see him having a 100-yard rushing game. I don't see him having a 150-yard rushing game or 200. They're going to keep this man in check. And that's what I want to see out of this Saint offense, out of the Saint defense, Uptown, CB.
Mm-hmm. So, what's your prediction, man, for this Sunday? What's your score prediction?
My prediction, fellas, and Who That Nation. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. My prediction for this game on Sunday will be Saints 31 and the Titans 21. That's my score prediction.
So you and Brandon kind of close.
Well, he got 31-24, but I got 31-21.
Okay. That's something else.
As long as it's the Saints win, as long as we start 1-0, that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me.
No doubt, man. Good looking out, man. Good to see you, bro. It's always a blessing to see you, brother. Who that?
Yes, sir. And one other thing before I leave, and I did mention it to CB Uptown. Don't forget to check out the WDN United, sponsored by Big Q, because you got the NOLA Bros at 6:15, Hooded Jube at 8 o'clock, and Keeping It Real Who That Sports Podcast at 9:05 this evening. So if y'all ain't got nothing going on between those times, we love for y'all to come by and holler at us, man. We do talk Saints football over there as well.
Okay. No doubt, man. We love those brothers.
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
Out, man. Who that?
Who that? Let's go, Saints! Let's get this win, baby! Let's go!
Hey, you know some CB, you know I find so far. I mean, both, you know, sit there, we're going to score 30 points this game.
Wait, say that again, fam. You kind of low.
You know, they both think that we're going to score 30 points this game.
Yeah, I know, fam.
It's pretty wild. I mean, you know, you know, that would be nice. But, you know, it is what it is. Who got next?
Okay, I see we got James in the building. Also want to shout out right quick, Calvin Washington from Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh,
Phoenix, Arizona.
What's going on, Calvin? Who that?
Now I see we got James on the line. James, what's good with you, fam?
James?
What's good? What's good? What's good with it? What's good with it, fella?
What's happening, man? What you looking most forward to from seeing from the team this Sunday? What you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to. I want to see what Pete Carmichael's gonna do, because we know what he did. We know what he did last year. I don't have to go over it, but we already know how he performed last year. I'm anxious to see how is he going to perform with the flow of the game. What kind of adjustments he going to make, all kind of stuff like that. And I'm also looking at the offensive line, like you guys said earlier, with the guard situation with Pete and Hurts. Who gonna be there? Because you know Simmons, he's gonna try to take advantage, which he should try to anyway. Those are the two things that I'm kind of waiting to see. But the number one thing is I'm waiting to see what Pete's play calling is going to be like. Is he going to be different? Because we know, like, the plays that they had last year, they were really good. And then it was like, after those scripted plays, it was like everybody running like chickens with their heads cut off to try to figure out what's going on. So that's what I'm more interested in seeing, is Pete play calling.
And that's absolute. I agree with that, fam, because hopefully we don't come out just slinging it around. We need to utilize the run game, even though we don't got AK. Let's utilize Jamal a little bit. See what we get from him, regardless of how good they interior run stopping was. Last season, we still need to come at them with Jamal Williams along with Taysom and whoever else may get in on that running back committee. Hopefully Kendre Miller play. If not, we just got to go with the next man up. But yeah, hopefully they got to utilize Taysom in this game with Jamal Williams.
Miller's not playing, bro. I don't think Miller hasn't practiced all week. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't expect to see. And I do like what James said when he mentioned Pete Carmichael. I've already seen, right, and I hope that this continues, right, that he don't get no amnesia. But I've seen already, this season, where he is coaching better. You understand? I see the motion. I see stuff like that going on, things I didn't see going on in our offense last season. Let's hope that this translates into the regular season, successfully translated to the regular season. Because we didn't see those kind of things, on the offensive side of the ball last season. You would think that we would have a way to better utilize, some of the weapons and stuff that we have. We also seen them do a ton of screens too during this preseason. The screens used to be a staple of our offense for a number of years. So, I kind of like what I'm seeing, from that standpoint. Even though I think that he got a lot of pressure on him as well. This season.
Yeah, Pete got a lot of pressure on him, and rightfully so, because he underperformed last year.
Yeah, he sure did. But let's think about this too, right? James. Let's think about it. Let's be logical. Right? I mean, what more can you do with a cat like Andy Dalton? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that's why I gave him a pass, because you had Andy Dalton, so you really can't expect a whole bunch out of him. Yeah. But this time you got the quarterback you asked for. You got the requisite tools on the offense at the skill positions to make an impact on this game. I don't want to hear no excuses after this game if they're not properly utilized.
Yeah, you and I, I agree with you. We're on the same page when it comes down to that. So, do you have any score predictions for the game, James?
I don't think we're gonna score. I don't think we're gonna score 30. I think it's gonna be 27-20 Saints.
Yeah, that kind of sounds more reasonable too, and more in line, what I'm thinking as well. But we appreciate you coming through, brother, man. It's all time, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Keep rocking with us, man. You heard me?
Oh, most definitely, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one, man.
No doubt. Who that, baby?
Okay, and before we get off, before we give our final thoughts, let me pull up the injury report right quick, because it just been updated for the day. I think far as injuries, both teams are looking good, so we don't gotta hear this. This guy was out, excuses and stuff. We ain't gotta hear that kind of excuses coming from Brad. So I'm about to pull this up right quick, and then we can give our final thoughts. Just the updated injury report just came out. Far as on our end, the only person that I seen, and shout out to the right, I seen him made a comment earlier in the show about Traquan. He just had surgery. Obviously, he won't be available Sunday, but he wanted to know, why is he still on the team? I'm talking about as far as like on the 53. Why isn't he put on IR yet? Hopefully they do that tomorrow by Friday. Friday they usually get a final, final injury report and designate people and stuff on Friday. So hopefully Friday we'll see Jalen get brought up. So let's see.
I'm just to the point, man, where I'm just tired of talking about it. And this dude ain't really doing anything for the team. He just occupying a bunch of space. And we also, giving him a lot of attention. And it's not even, attention, positive attention at that. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't put him on high. You understand? It just seems like this team, they got some kind of, they have this, infatuation with Traquan that we as fans don't understand and probably would never understand.
It's a fact, fam. As far as the injury report, really the only ones to be concerned about, obviously, like we just stated, Traquan won't be playing this game, and it's looking very unlikely that Kendrick Miller won't be playing as well. And JT Gray, that's an important position on special teams. Also, just want to chirp right quick on our special teams.
That's not good.
Hopefully, if we put in position where Blake Groupie is in position, hopefully he utilized. I mean, they going into their first NFL game as a starting kicker and punter. Hopefully these guys step up to the plate and provide when needed. Because we're going to need some exceptional punts. We're going to need some exceptional kicks, if we kicking field goals. So
I'm worried about kind of the coverage, man. Like that dude, people don't really see. You can't really directly see the impact of a player like JT Gray. You understand? That ain't something that that really shows up like that, man. But not having him on the field, man, this Sunday's going to. You know what I'm saying? Right. That dude he's a stalwart at special teams. He's practically a Pro Bowler. He was all pro at one time, man, at special teams. So, just in case y'all don't know who that is that we missing this Sunday.
Fast.
But we will continue on TV.
First, we can just go ahead and give a round of applause, man, to the callers, man. Shout out to the callers. Shout out to the callers, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, calling in, man, giving us your thoughts. Definitely love y'all's reaction to the game. Love with the score prediction. So shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody too that participated in the chat. Shouts out to you.
All right, well, Uptown, man, you got any final thoughts, fam?
No final thoughts, man. I just only want to say this, right? Who that nation, regardless of the outcome of this game this Sunday, let's not draw no immediate conclusions. Like I said last season, like I always say, you need a variety of games to really identify, to see what this team is going to be, and so not saying that I really want us to win this game, you understand, but, regardless of what the outcome of this game is, let's not draw conclusions because I do think this team is very, very talented. And I think that, they're still going to have a little growing pain, and I hope that they can, go through their growing pains by winning football games too. You know what I'm saying? But, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? It's very exciting. Saints football right around the corner. You understand? Here come the bless you boys. Let's do it.
Fast. So we have to conclude. I see B pulling up to the scene.
Yeah, we see you, B.
I'm gonna just go ahead and just shout them out right quick, man. Like I said earlier, Saturday, man, we're gonna have you on. So we're gonna have B on Saturday. As soon as we get to New Orleans, man, we're gonna do it before we start hitting the streets and stuff. So we're gonna have a guest show. He repping the Tennessee Titans, so he gonna give us the rundown on how he believe his Tennessee Titans can be successful. And we're accountable back. Y'all know how it gets down, who that nation. So like I said, shout out to my brother. And before we even get started with that, for the ones that don't even, you may be wondering like, well, how is he a Titan fan and how am I a Saints fan? We're gonna nip that in the bud for any new listeners that don't know anything about how that happened. So just be on the lookout for that.
That CB chose right. That somebody chose so wrong. So wrong. I mean, so wrong. Wrong as it is. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, look at it. I mean, the black and gold even look good. You understand what I'm saying? You just don't. I mean, you just made your mistakes. You should have followed your brother. That's all I'm saying.
Well, who that nation, man? I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in today, man. And once again, just be sure to like, subscribe, and follow the page. As far as the game Sunday, just like Uptown said, if we're not successful Sunday, please do not overreact. Even though I know it's put up or shut up for DA. It's put up or shut up for him because we went through this whole offseason. He was able to do things his way, brought in his guys. He got Will Lutz out of here. He brought his kicker in. He brought his punter in. He got Bradley Roby out of here. Like even though it was his defense anyway, but he got the full say of who he won't wear and where. So DA is no excuse this year. We're gonna be behind you, but at the end of the day, go out to deliver. Pete, same. Please call a great game. I'm gonna be in the Superdome Sunday, so I can't wait to see the debut of Derek Carr and company. I'm definitely gonna be repping Derek Carr. Some type of time to get it down there. But for that nation, once again, I will be live streaming Madden. It'll be before the kickoff tonight for the game. I'm pretty sure it's NFL kickoff, so we're gonna be watching that game tonight. But I'm gonna get on before then. But like I said, just another reminder that My brother, Tennessee Titan representative, will be on Saturday, so we'll be going live Saturday morning, probably around noon. So just be on the lookout for that. I'll put the info out. But once again, just be sure to like, subscribe, follow the page. That wraps up tonight's show. This is the WDN Chatline podcast. We're out. Who that?
Who that, baby? For life. I knew B was lurking.